Julian Lewis made a very important visit back to USC, the team that he is committed to. Now, 5-star quarterback Julian Lewis was in town, and there was 19 official visitors, including him, so 18 others. Why was this visit so important for Julian Lewis?
Well, anytime he can get back around Lincoln Riley and just be in that setting in person with coach, it makes him more and more comfortable with his decision. Certainly, he knows on paper what Lincoln Riley has done, from the first-round draft picks to the Heisman Trophy winners, and the all but guarantee that if you start for him, those are in your future. But Lincoln Riley just has this coolness to him. He just makes his players feel so comfortable that when Julian Lewis and his family get back around Coach Riley, it just makes them feel really good about the decision to commit to USC so early. And USC, they invested in Julian Lewis more than any other school. And what I mean by that is, if you look at all his other finalists, they offered other quarterbacks. Lincoln Riley knew Julian Lewis was ultimately going to be a reclassify, and he did not offer a 2025 or 2026 while Julian Lewis was in the 2026 class. Bryce Underwood thought about visiting USC. You're a talented player, but don't come out. We're on Julian Lewis. So that investment is big. But I think for this visit in general, not only that, for Julian Lewis, for him to get out there, see that USC is the number 3 recruiting class in the country, they want to believe in how this program's trajectory is from a championship level standpoint, and particularly defensive recruiting. So being out there and seeing on 300 edge rusher Hayden Lowe commit, seeing one of the top linebackers in the country, Riley Pettijohn, on his official visit. USC's in the top 3 for another coveted linebacker, Noah McHale, who visited this weekend. Getting around some of these other guys that that USC's now trending for, like defensive lineman Floyd Boucard, a native of Canada who's playing at Miami Central. I think he can see with his own eyes and be around the excitement. There were a lot of talented receivers on campus this weekend. USC's got a chance to sign, like Dalen McCutcheon, Andrew Marsh, and Corey Sims.
Yeah.
He can just kind of sense that there's some special brewing potentially here at USC. And we just saw what Washington did. We see where Oregon's at. But USC, when they have it humming with the resources in LA, with Lincoln Riley and his track record, they can be a winner. And so Julian Lewis just getting to feel like, hey, I'm not coming out here and expected to just lead this thing back by myself. We're going to build some talented defenses. They got the new defensive coordinator, Coach Lynn, Coach Henney. Eric Henderson has had as much energy on the recruiting trail as any coach in the country. He's around the building. There's just new juice at USC with these new defensive hires. We know what Lincoln Riley brings to the table. And if they can keep Julian Lewis in the fold, away from Auburn, away from Colorado, who's slated to get the next 2 official visits,
right,
away from Indiana, who got the first one. Exciting. This is an exciting class coming together on USC, and we'll have more on that on 3 later today.